Working. All right, so we're going to kick things off here in the Navigant Credit Union Broadcast Center with a very busy show today. Looking forward to it. The Special Olympics, Rhode Island, they're getting ready for the State Summer Games at the University of Rhode Island. They start June 2nd and run through June 4th, and we're talking to a rock star athlete. I'd like to introduce Maegen Miller. She's joining us in the Navigant Credit Union Broadcast Center. She's around the corner. Come on in, Maegen. How you doing?
Good, how are you?
Good, come on in. Come a little bit closer so we can see you. Thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me.
Of course, of course. So Maegen is so involved with Special Olympics Rhode Island. I was going over so much of what you do, and you've been involved with Special Olympics for 20 years.
Yeah.
That's amazing. So tell us just a little bit about your background.
Well, I started when I was 8 years old, and when I was younger, I did soccer, I did basketball, I did a couple of early intervention stuff, but now that I'm older, the only sport I do that involves that kind of stuff is I do croquet.
Oh, that's cool.
So I like it. It's funny. We get to play right at the Ocean House right near Taylor Swift's house, and that's even cooler because all the athletes are like, oh my God, that's Taylor Swift's house. So it's really awesome.
I don't even get to play at the Ocean House. Wow, that's amazing. Have you ever seen Taylor Swift, or you just see her house?
I see her house.
That's pretty cool. Do you take pictures? Take selfies?
You can't really see it because it's very hidden, but it's still pretty cool.
Oh yeah, and beautiful down there.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
Oh man, well that sounds pretty neat. Kind of hot to be playing croquet today though.
Ooh, yeah.
Not the best day. So Special Olympics Rhode Island State Summer Games, they're at University of Rhode Island, 1,500 athletes, 7 different sports, 500 coaches and assistant coaches, 4,000 family members. It's a really big community event. Tell us just a little bit about what it's like to be part of competing in the Special Olympics.
Well, I think it's amazing because people underestimate the abilities of people with disabilities. They don't think that a lot of people can do certain things. Well, I'm telling you, if it come down to your eye, you will be mind blown. I mean, it's the most awesomest experience, and I love competing. I've been doing it for 20 years, which is a really long time, and I just love it. I love everything about it, so
and
it's really awesome.
That's great. What is it like to have your friends and family with you there, watching you compete and being around all the community?
It's awesome. I feel like my parents are my biggest cheerleaders. I mean, when I'm swimming, I can hear my dad yelling, and I'm trying not to concentrate on that because I'm trying to concentrate on getting the race over, but at the same time, I'm like, oh my gosh, because it's exhilarating. It's so awesome. And, you know, the one thing that I want people to know about Special Olympics is we're not just a team, we're a big family. Everybody cheers each other on. Everybody's there for everybody, whether they win or get a ribbon, and everybody is a winner no matter what, and it's just really, really wonderful.
That's cool.
Yeah.
And your mom, actually, you said their parents are big cheerleaders. Mom's right around the corner,
yeah.
So hi, Denise.
Hi, Mom.
She's right back there cheering us on again. And so you're competing in swimming this year.
Yes.
What's so fun? What do you love about swimming?
I love that it gives you good exercise. I love that it is a sport that anybody and everybody can do. I mean, I have one of my friends, she's in a wheelchair, and people are surprised that she can swim because she is in a wheelchair. It's just amazing to see her go, and she goes, and it's it gets you even more motivated, and everybody just goes crazy. It's awesome. I love it.
That's really neat. And I bet it's fun just to be with her and to compete with her, and you guys cheer each other on.
Definitely.
Yeah. Tell me a little bit about what you do to train for Special Olympics, because you've been doing this for so long. Do you practice? Do you swim laps? Do you do any exercises?
Well, I do a lot of training. I like to go to the gym also. That's a big one. And we practice for about 6 to 8 weeks before competition. And I compete in swimming, sailing, skiing, and croquet. So we practice about 6 to 8 weeks for all those. And it's wonderful. And I like that it's good exercise, and I just enjoy doing it. It's fun.
And you're so involved. You just mentioned some of the stuff that you've done, some of the sports. skiing, alpine skiing, unified sailing, unified croquet, and swimming. Do you have a favorite that you like to do?
That's a tough one because I like sailing a lot because it's a unified sport, which means they pair people without intellectual disabilities to people with. So the athletes are running the boat. We just have a skipper and safety just in case, but we're doing all the work, and it's like being able to race against 9 other boats. It's awesome, and we're so close to each other, like a traffic jam out on the water, and it's so nerve-wracking and fun at the same time. And you're like waving to other boats while you're competing and cheering each other on. It's awesome.
I've never been sailing, so I bet it's hard.
It is.
Especially like you said, there's a traffic jam on the water. I would be nervous.
Yeah.
It seems hard.
It is a little, but once you get the hang of it, it's awesome.
That's so
I
cool.
enjoy it a lot.
That's really neat. Where do you do sailing? Is
At
it
the
down?
Newport Navy base.
Oh, that's cool.
We have lots of Navy people that help us out and our partners on the boat with us, and it's just amazing that we're able to do it there. And thank you to the Newport Navy base for having us. We appreciate it. So
you're out there on the water.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's brave. You're brave. I would be nervous. Sailing is not easy, so you're out there. Let's talk a little bit about some of the other things you're involved in, because you're actually on the board for Special Olympics. How do you help with the board? How do you make things go smoothly?
Well, me and my mom are on the board. My mom was on the board, and then I'm still on the board. And I like to get the input from the other athletes. I like to know what they like and what they don't like, and I like to tell the people what they want to change and what they don't. And I like to inform people that sometimes they think one thing is working, but then it doesn't. And it's important for the athletes to be able to voice their opinions and have their games run the way they want them and the way they need them to run smoothly, you know, because before competing, you know, you're nervous, and it can be a long wait sometimes. So it's good to tell people that some people who have like autism can't really sit for hours and wait. They need to be able to do something so that way once they're ready to compete, it's all easy go from there. So those are some things that I think are important, and I like to tell people what events are going on. And we have an awesome board. I love being part of the board of directors. It's wonderful.
And it seems like you've been able to help give voices to the athletes and help make some changes.
Yeah. I'm a swimmer, so down at URI when we stay over the whole weekend, and they were giving us pancakes in the morning, and I'm like, I don't want to be sinking in the water while I'm trying to compete in the relay. I need something light, like a fruit cup or something. And I told them that we need to change the menu down at URI, and we did. And I'm so happy about it, because you can't swim as fast on a full stomach like that. You need
Full
something,
pancakes,
yeah.
Michael Phelps probably isn't eating pancakes before his races, right? Well, I don't know, but
Right.
probably not. Awesome. And so you were able to make that change.
Yeah,
That's
and
fantastic.
it felt good, and a lot of the athletes and a lot of the coaches and the parents are really happy about it too. So
Good for you. That's really neat.
yeah.
So talk to me about some of your goals as you are moving forward. The competition's coming up June 4th through 2nd, so pretty soon. What are some of your goals?
Well, one thing I try to use is the Special Olympics athlete oath. Let me win, but if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt. And of course, I'd be happy if I win, but if I'm not, I'm happy being brave in the attempt. And I try to use that in all aspects of my life, not only in competing, but in my everyday life. And I love it, and it's wonderful.
That just made me tear up. I think I need to use that motto in my life, you know,
It's
moving
important.
forward, let me try to win the day, but just try to be brave in everything that I do. I think that's a great motto. I like that.
And there's nothing more heartwarming, more eye-opening than seeing your friends up there on the podium getting a medal or a ribbon. I get teary-eyed watching my friends get ribbons and medals. Because it's awesome.
That's neat. I like that. Let's talk a little bit about some of the other things that you do, because you're not just on the board with the Special Olympics, you're not just an athlete, but you do other things in your daily life. You're a reporter, from my understanding, for So Rhode Island magazine.
Yes, I've been doing that for 12 years, and I've gotten to interview some really cool people, and I've gotten to go to some really cool places. I started doing the show when I was 15. I'm 28 now, so... And the cool thing was, when I was 15, that was the World Games in Nagano, Japan, and I got to go with the crew. First time away from my parents overseas, not knowing what the heck was going on, and that was the most amazing experience I've ever had in my whole life. And I love that I got to meet so many people, and there was one girl that we were two peas in a pod. If you saw me, you would see her too, and it was just wonderful to be able to spend time with her and hang out with her, and I miss her a lot. But
do you keep in touch? Are you friends on Facebook or anything like
well,
that?
she didn't know enough English, and I didn't know enough Japanese, so there was a barrier there, but still, I mean, I think about her all the time, so.
And you were able to, make friends, and sometimes that's okay, even if you have a language barrier. A lot of people have never had that opportunity to travel overseas, so what a really amazing opportunity that you were able to do that.
I was.
Oh, what are some of your favorite things that you've been able to write or report on for your job?
Well, I'm a big fan of the show The Voice, and I got to interview Billy Gilman, and that was just unbelievable. That was what I call one of my big breaks. I was just so excited, and when they asked me to interview him, I was like, oh my gosh, yes, I have to do it, I have to. I've gotten to interview Michelle Kwan. She was really, really nice.
Neat, yeah.
She's a sweetheart, and I got to interview some of the Celtics players, and it's the opportunities that Special Olympics gives people, not only through competing, but through being a global messenger. And I've done the opening speech down at URI in front of 5,000 people twice.
Wow.
So there's opportunities out there for people to get more involved with other stuff, not just competing, and it's wonderful.
It's
goodness. Awesome.
You've certainly done a lot, haven't you?
I have.
Your accomplishments are huge. I mean, I think it would be a dream of mine to interview Celtics players.
I never felt so short in my whole life. They were so tall. Oh my gosh, I was like, hi.
You're going like this, reaching up for the microphone. Excuse me, can you say that again? I didn't hear you down here.
Yeah. But they were really, really nice and really cool, so that was awesome.
Is there anybody you haven't interviewed that would be one of your dreams to interview?
That's a good question. There's a lot of people. I'm very into music, so I really like a cappella a lot. So maybe if I could interview like the Pentatonics, that'd be like amazing. Or Street No Chaser. I love both of those groups. They're amazing.
So good. Do you have one of their favorite songs of theirs that you like to listen to?
I like Pentatonics just did a cover of Imagine by John Lennon. It's just beautiful. Like, it gives me goosebumps every time I hear it.
I haven't heard that one, but I'll have to listen to it now. Once the show's over, I'll have to listen to that. But
yeah,
I like all Pentatonics. I like all their Christmas songs.
Me too.
Yeah, their Christmas
I sing
songs
them
are
all
really
the time, all year round. I do.
Their Christmas songs are really good. I kind of got hooked on that stuff. So as we move forward, let's talk a little bit more about some of the stuff that you've done with So Rhode Island magazine, because you were, when you came in here and we were going this, you're like, oh, there's none of the big lights and any of the big stuff like that. Continuing to move forward with your reporting, what else do you see yourself doing in the future? Do you think you'll stick with the reporting and the journalism?
I think so, because it's something that I think people need to be aware of, and they need to know that the athletes are running the show. We do the cameras, we do the audio, we do everything. And there's nothing like that anywhere else but here. So I think it's a really awesome thing, and everybody does a good job on the show, and I really hope to maybe do bigger things with it, maybe reporting from concerts or sports events or other stuff like that, or even being a keynote speaker for other bigger events, I hope to do that in the future. Yeah, that's one of the things I definitely like to do.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Well, you'll have to keep in touch with me
Yes.
as we move forward.
Definitely.
I want to hear all the big things you're doing. You've already done so much, and I know you're going to accomplish lots more. Continuing.
Thank you.
So good luck to you. What day are you competing? Are you competing multiple days?
Well, Friday is opening ceremonies, and Saturday is time trials, and then Sunday I compete.
Awesome. It's going to be a great event.
It is.
I know. Hopefully it won't be this hot for everybody because there's multiple events going on, 7 sports happening. So hopefully it won't be 91 degrees. I hope not.
And I hope there's no rain on opening ceremonies because then we have to go inside and they're not as fun.
Okay.
If there's rain, so
we'll cross our fingers for no rain either. So Maegen Miller, thank you so much for joining us. The Rhode Island Special Olympics State Summer Games are happening at URI June 2nd through June 4th. If you want more information, we'll have a link on our website as well. So thank you for joining us. We have to snap a picture before you go.
Awesome, thank you.
Oh, I have to pull up my camera back. Here we go. Thank you so much for coming in. Good luck to you, and tell all the other athletes, all the other families, good luck, and go out there, win, and be brave. I love it.
All right, thank you so much.
Thank you for joining us. Okay.
You're welcome.
We'll talk to you soon.
All right, bye-bye.
Okay, take care, Maegen. Bye, Denise. Thank you.